is me, Ruowen Huang. Before I begin, let me first introduce myself. My name is Ruowen Huang. I'm an author, spirit coach, and also a psychic. Today, I want to talk about heart projecting look. To many of you, Westerner, or if you are not familiar with Asian culture, you will have no idea what I'm talking about. But if you have a little bit Asian understanding, then this will probably totally make sense to you. But anyway, regardless, let me start my topic. As an Asian, a nature-born Asian, born Asian, background, race Asian, things like that. When we were kids, something we never understand, that is, our parents were able to see someone and say, that look like a bad guy. That look like an evil guy. That look like, like very narrow-minded guy. That guy look like he's cheap. That guy look like he's, he's got an open heart. That guy look like he is blah, 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 blah. Honest with you, I never understand how do they know. I used to believe my mom have some kind of magic power, but well, to many of you, especially knowing from my friend who was born and raised in a Western country, but raised by typical Asian parents, I understand you guys gone through just exactly the same thing I did. We didn't know how they know, but it seems like they know. They're able to look at somebody and then they tell us almost right away what kind of personality they are. And then you're thinking doesn't quite make sense. How do they know, right? So when I was a kid, I used to think my mom maybe have a psychic power. Maybe that's how I inherited from her. But then I realized it's not just my mom. It's just about every Asian or experienced Asian or elderly Asian. They seem to have that special power. They're able to look at people and know exactly what it is. It's not until I start growing later, because understand that's kind of my, curiosity area. I would like to know how they know. So it's not until when I get into this spiritual journey, I'm really spending my time observing people. And then I start to realize, the reason they know is because our look, no matter what you believe is beautiful or ugly or things like that, is very often projected by our heart. I thought I talked about this topic before, but obviously I didn't. So here, I was, try to talk around that topic and see if it makes sense to you. So what does that mean is, basically, it disregards what your appearance is. Each individual will carry some kind of energy around them. There's whatever word that's familiar to you. It can be chi, it can be energy, it can be vibe, it can be sense, whatever word that's comfortable for you. That is, this person, individual, disregard their appearance, their look, they will carry that energy around them. Most of people will sense that energy, but most of people will either choose to ignore it or brush over it or just, overlook it, or they will have that feeling carry with them while they get to know somebody. As that feelings when they were young, some reason is not that obvious. I noticed that, either because you were youth, because you just have a different vibe, seems to cover it or something, So it's beautiful people with bad heart, you're focusing on the beauty, you don't focus on the heart. And things like that, right? But you still have that little off taste, but you are not quite sure what the off taste is. But since, the youth thinks to take care of the rest of it, you don't really focus on that. But as you get older, that youth vibration, radiation or something seems to get wear out, then their heart, their intention seems to stand out more. So I start to realize they are breaking point to that. That is, usually when people turn somewhere between 35 to 45, whatever they have inside their heart, that what they're feeling, will start surface on their look. That it starts showing them. If you're not quite sure exactly what it shows, I would say it's very simple. Just do a triangle, and then you do this. It always show around here. So you will see depressed people will always slowly showing the line. And then, people who is also always negative, you will start feeling it. When you look at them in the face, you no longer focusing on their eyes or their nose. You have that sense coming across from them, and then you define whether they are beautiful or not. As they age, that look will become more enhanced. So almost no exception. A lot of people will say, well, Westerner, they got a deeper outline and things like that. It would be different. From what my observation, which probably helped because I've been living overseas for a really long time, so I get a lot of people to observe. All I can say is there's no exception so far. As you age, your emotion, your status of mind, your feeling, and things like that will slowly surface your appearance, will become your look. That will make people decide. When they come to you, they decide that, they feel comfortable or they feel depressed, they feel negative, they feel positive, or that feeling that you carry with you will slowly replace your look. And then we got people to decide whether they like you or not. So that's why it's very often when I'm talking to people, as you start aging, we no longer have the privilege to use our youth vibration or things like that to cover all those darkest secrets we have, which we all have, don't we? I think we all have. So as you start aging, understand, no matter how hard you're gonna hide those dark side of you, you're gonna slowly surface up. Especially when we are getting into the generation of awareness. That is, you will see more and more people become more aware whether they have a vocabulary for it or not. They become more aware of vibration, they become more aware of energy, they become more aware of being. Then you would know all those things that you've been procrastinated, not dealing with it, or don't want to handle it, or the darkest things that you don't want to confront yourself will then slowly become your look. That's also another reason why you will see on many broadcasts I recommend you, if you can work within yourself, let's get onto it early, ASAP. Just get it over with, because all those ugly look that you don't want to deal with will eventually surface on your face, that people will feel it, will see it. And a lot of people, of course, ask me, oh yeah, no worry, if that look really bother me, I will just go do plastic surgery. Honestly, I've seen many plastic surgery example too. I don't think anybody can really run away from it. Eventually, it surfaces to the way you carry yourself. So I say, instead of saying it's a look, it's more like a vibe. And that vibe is gonna replacing your look. So anyway, just a quick episode to share with you all. Many of you, that's why you will see a lot of time when they are aged, you will see some elderly people, but when you get to them, you feel so young around them. You feel their youth, you feel they're so happy. At that point, you disregard their look. Or some people, like a very beautiful face, but when you come to them, you just don't feel comfortable, or you feel depressed, or you cannot even look at them. Those will explain why. And then you will also understand, but because of that, and probably because your mom do see a lot of people, like my mom did, you gain the skill that you're able to tell people from people very easily. You're able to tell what you would know what you're looking for. Therefore, you will realize when you look at people's at the first time, you're able to see them, or you're able to spot their intention directly right away from their face. Whether they are speaking or not speaking, because it will be clearly show. So anyway, that's another muscle I'm saying. You don't have to be a psychic to have it. Honestly, you don't. As we get into this generation of awareness, I really believe, many of us, many of you, will slowly gain that muscle, help you to spot people's intention or spot people's heart before you judge them by their look. So anyway, if you like what I'm doing, you can always subscribe me or buy me coffee, or go to my website, ruowen.com. Till then, next time. Bye!